Hello and welcome into Sorare with Laird. I'm Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Happy Friday to everyone. It was lineup day. It was like a Friday lineup, regular time, and it felt weird because I had no idea when the deadlines were for the last month or so, even though they were set up specifically to make everything so much easier. But we're back to the regular deadlines, which, man, there's just a little comfort in it that is nice. And we saw some European cards come back. Shout out to the Danish Superliga. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. Thank you to everybody for coming in. For those of you who are here live, special thank you to you guys, because that means you are a member of the Sorare with Laird Patreon community, and you help make all of this happen. Without you guys, it can't happen. Simple as that. And so huge appreciation from me to you for that. And for those of you who are watching this back live and want to get in on that community, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird, right at the bottom of the screen there. Memberships are as low as $5 a month. We used to pay more than that, sometimes double for another site that used to exist. That would be really helpful for all of us, but it doesn't exist anymore. And so, you got all this money to burn. Come burn it at patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird. That's why we all play so rare anyway. Let's see who we got here. Sean Kennedy, Dobbsy, and Yippee Kaye on the podium. Yippee Kaye is not a stranger to podiums, at least on So Rare. Sean said, "Is the most important part to have fun." It's absolutely part of it. And Dobbsy, I read this as turd to RD instead of like second. And maybe that's what you meant. Philly Dilly said, "Agree, Andrew. That's the agreeing on the most important part of Sorare 26. And Philly Dilly said, "Classic is definitely the most important part." So how about that? Andreas, what's up? Mikey Baston, is the answer still fun? Yeah. Zoras Apfelbray. I think that's what it is. But hello. That's a new name to me. So thank you for coming in, and thank you for being a member of the Patreon community. JPS said, "The most important thing about Sorare 26 is the friends we made along the way." We're going to talk about the friends we made along the way as part of this. Mike said, "But it's early, ain't it? Can't go in the garden yet. Still got pants on." I mean, it is early. And Mike, I actually was kind of under this impression that in the summer, for us at least, since we are in the same hemisphere, that Friday summer start or weekends start a little earlier, so I thought it would be okay. But also, I might have stuff later that I'm going to have fun with outside that necessitated me to start an hour early. So there's that. Tommy Moore, that's right, we are live. Germ, 10 miles in, 5 to go. Happy Friday, man. Germ, that's 15 miles is so much. Dobbsy said, "The most important part of Sorare is Paulo Diaz playing." Tommy said, "Summer Fridays at work are where it's at." Yeah, that's the best. I mean, not the best, but I think the best back when I had an office job. For those of you who don't know my background, I used to work in finance at some very large investment banks, and I would go to the office every day, and I would have to wear pants, and I had to tuck a shirt in. It was barbaric. But summer Fridays were like the best part because everyone just was kind of chill. Nobody expected any work to actually get done. Not to say we didn't get any work done, but there was just not a huge expectation because people would call and they'd be like, "Hey," and they're like, "Oh, it's Friday. Shoot. All right." Tommy said we knock off at 2. Love it. Love it. But anyway, so yeah. So congrats, or good job knocking off at 2, and thanks for coming into the stream. So I was doing my lineups this morning. It's always morning for me. And now you don't have any legs, crazy world we live in. I don't need pants. Anyway, I was doing my lineups this morning because the deadline is 10 a.m. for me. And I realized as I was making lineups that as much as we analyzed Sorare 26 and scrutinized this lifetime utility that we would have, and with sealing coming this week, and everyone and Sorare being like, "Hey, this is utility because you can use your crappy cards and never see them again, but they'll give you a boost," and like that's utility. But really, and the argument that we were all making when we complained about utility being taken away is that we just want to play lineups, man. We don't want to seal our cards in vaults. We just want to make as many lineups as possible and just win stuff. And as I was making lineups today, I realized just how great the arena is. And I think arena is literally the most important part of Sorare 26 for users who have been on the platform for a long time and still love playing fantasy football in this way. And the biggest reason is because it gives you all the lineups you could ever want. And you can sit there and be like, Laird, you got to pay to play those things. That's the 100 essence to enter. And my response is, yeah, that's it. I was part of a conversation. I think it was in the Sora with Laird Discord. Yippee-ki-yay was there. And we were just kind of talking about the difference between paying for entries and not paying for entries. And I was saying how I basically prioritized the arena this week over All-Star. And a big part of the reason I did that, and I had a lineup that I think probably could have done really well in the arena, in All-Star. And I actually, the lineup that I created I ended up putting it in Contender Classic, which you could say like that's much worse than All-Star. But I genuinely have started to feel in this way that All-Star is there's just too many people. And the number of people that you have to beat in order to get any meaningful reward is absurd. And my example, let's see, I'm trying to pull it up here. So, sorry, I'm not sharing my screen, which I knew because I just started. So I entered my leftovers in All-Star. So please don't lineup shame me here for the lineup I'm about to show you. But I was looking at this before I submitted lineups and the number ended up growing a little bit, but there's 4,499 people in Rare All-Star right now, this game week. And we barely have any games. I mean, we have a lot, but most of Europe is not back. And then I looked at the prize pool and it was like the top 60, or Yippee-ki-yay was like, yeah, but you can win market credits. And I was like, well, sure. If you finish in the top 60, that gets you a $10 market credit. And finishing in the top 60 amongst nearly 4,500 lineups is really hard, regardless of how good your lineup is. And then somebody was like, whoa. There are market credits in the boxes. And I was like, okay, let's see here. So you have to finish in the top 5%. So if you finish in the top 5%, then you get a 30% chance of a market credit up to $10. And I was like, well, that seems pretty low too. And then I was like, oh, but the top 20% get a box. And what do we get there? Oh, 75% chance at 20 essence, which is 1/5 of an arena entry. And so Yippee-ki-yay said the quality of the 4,500 lineups is questionable because everybody that is playing their throwaways, which I don't think is true. I don't think everybody is doing that. I did it, but I don't think everybody did. But Dobbsy said, I love the randomness of teams in All-Star, just the rewards are meh. And Yippee-ki-yay, this is exactly why I went to Contender, because in Classic Contender Division 1, there's cash for podium. And I was like, if I'm going to play these lineups, let me play for cash. And so this is the Contender Classic lineup I played in Division 1. Nahuel Guzman, Douglas Santos, Augustine Palavecino, Cecina, and Kim Ju-sung. That's, do I have multiple D1s? I don't think I do. Sorry, I also have this one here. Muslera, Martin Lins, or Linus, I never knew that. Jose Paradella, another Cecina, shout out to Hoodwink, and MMD. Mats Moeller, I think it's Daily. Never knew how to pronounce that either. I just always called him MMD. And I will be honest that I used some of my better classic cards in season So I have an in-season rare Racing collection. So I use Gabriel Arias, Santiago Sosa, and Garcia Basso here from that collection, and Maxi Salas, but he plays for River Plate now, and then Barco. And then you can see I use Pallavicino in my 3 River Plate Division 1, in limited in-season lineups. And I just went full Nepenthes, multiple lineups with some similarities, Armani in all of them, obviously. And so I made these lineups, and then I went to the arena and thought, what can we put together? And I think these are the all-star lineups. I put this one in all-star, actually, this Danish Superliga lineup. And then this partial one. I don't know why I didn't put, I didn't have I don't know if this guy's going to play. Whatever. So then I went and I made arena lineups. And I made one, and then I made another, and they're not ordered, which kind of bothers me. But I ended up making 10 rare and 10 limited. And I was comfortable doing this because I have a decent amount of essence anyway. Like, I obviously spent 1,000 essence on each. So I had 7160 in limited and 6640 in rare. And I just lit 2,000 total essence on fire, but I ended up getting into 2 golden arenas for rare and none for limited, which I was a bit tilted about because I don't know. I guess in total, it makes sense. But anyway, and as you can see, I played some rares in the limited one. I thought I played a super rare. Yeah, there we go. This ultra limited pro lineup here of Jonas Lossel limited, Lee Han-bun limited, Augustine Almendra rare, Lionel Messi limited, and Kevin Mbabu super rare. Why not? But as I was doing this, so I'm not usually a big essence spender. I'm not a big arena guy. And this game week, I was like, man, I have so many cards. Like these 10 rare like goalkeepers that I used did I actually use more than 10? 11 rare goalkeepers amongst my arena lineups. And I would not have been able to play them without arena. There's nowhere else to play them. I guess I could have done like 2 more classic. I'm not even sure I could have done classic contender because I didn't have enough, or I only had 1 more lineup. I didn't do contender classic limited. I guess I should have done that. Oops. So So as I was going through this, I was like, oh, I'm actually able to use all my cards here. And it wasn't, and that in itself was fun to start. It felt like the good old days when I didn't have way too many cards and I had to figure out which ones I was going to play where, and I could actually just play my cards that I have. And I don't think I could have made any more based on goalkeepers. I might have had 1 goalie left. I think I had Luis Barraza left in terms of starting goalkeepers. But just the idea of, oh, I can actually play all my cards again. And yes, I'm paying 100 essence for every single one. And there are plenty of people out there who are like, well, I don't have that much essence, so I can't play that much. But as we know, so we're going to give us plenty of opportunities to get essence, whether it's buying cards or doing these missions. I forget what the mission was today. Have a player in your lineup register 1 positive decisive action in a Danish Superliga match, which works out pretty well for me because I have plenty of them. Is that for rare too? Am I winning limited essence in rare and super rare, or is that just all the same? Wonder if we knew that. Danish friend. So that's, oh no, that's next week. Oh wait, is that next week? Missions. I don't know. Whatever. It's totally in the background. But if somebody scores from my Danish Superliga match, half an arena entry right there. I won 200 essence from this past game week. I don't even remember from what. 2 entries. And it was just like, it felt good to make all of these lineups again. And so what was also kind of fun, not kind of, what was fun was immediately after the game week closing, trying to see if I got any golden arenas, because as we know, the regular payouts for arena are, let's see, do they not even show it here? Can click off, man. What a silly thing to be able to do. Do we not show the prize pool here? Where are we going for prize pool? Oh, here we go. 500. So it's 100 to enter, 500 to the first place, 250 to second, 150 to third, 1,000 XP to fourth, and 500 XP to fifth. The fun thing about this, I don't know if it's actually fun. The fun thing about this is that you win XP in the arena, and yet you can't use XP in arena. Everything's 0%. But anyway, which is funny that they have this bonuses thing because everybody is just 0. Now I'm not sure why I captained Selness, but whatever. So I was like, all right, I got in a golden arena, which means triple rewards for first place. 1,500 XP for first place, 600 for second, 300 for third, 1,500 XP doesn't change. And I was like, cool, that's cool. So I have this lineup here. Hopefully Midtjylland, Smash, and Rosenberg have a good game, or at least just sell this. I don't care about Rosenberg, to be honest. And then I have this other one. Oh, look, more Midtjylland. And what then I saw other people doing and talking about it in Discord is like, oh, look, I'm in an arena with you. And I'll show this my super rare one because that was the one I happened to check first. And it was like, all right, I don't necessarily know all of these people. In fact, a lot of them. And I'm like, oh, wait. Mickey Lee, look at that. With a lineup that I was like, oh man, I could have played. Well, not most of that. I only have one of those super rares. But it was like, we were talking about the arena, and I was like, and then I was like, oh wow, Andy Black, who's playing a unique in Super Arena. And I was like, oh, cool. And I immediately messaged them and I was like, hey, we're in, and there's Mike. And I was like, we're in an arena together. And other people were like, oh man, I'm in an arena with this guy and this guy. Somebody said, maybe it was Mickey, who was saying they're in an arena with like Nanzo and PSU fans too. And we start talking about like competing against other people. In fact, I'm in one with Harry Trades. I have no idea which one. So we're going to just go through. Maybe we'll just go through and find all the people we know. Look at that. I'm in one with Hoodwink. Oh, wait, I knew that. He told me that one. But like now Hoodwink and I have a little battle this weekend against each other. And the funny thing about Sorare is we know, like, and I've kind of commented about this before. Sorare, we're all competing against each other. We can't all finish first. And so, but because there's so many lineups and competitions, we're all very supportive of everybody. We're like, oh yeah, good luck. Hopefully one of us can win, can beat the 4,500 other people in this contest. But now that there's only 10 of us, we're like, hey, good luck. And we don't mean it. We just hope that our lineup finishes first. Let's see. Who else? Oh, Niemi. Oh, wait. Yeah. So we had a very similar lineup. So his was Lassel, Lee Hanbum, and Simseer, which I think mine was similar. Oh, no, I just had Simseer. Oh, and Lee Hanbum. There you go. And then a Tigres stack, and I had Messi. So he probably won't play. But then, so this is like the exercise that we all do. Oh, okay. Arenas are set. Let me go see who I'm competing against. And there's the Harry Trades one. Get this Sounder stack, just like Black. And it kind of just builds into the competitive nature of Sorare. Lets us be more competitive against our friends. And it's almost better. Oh, I'm in one with Jimmer. Is that Yuma Obata? Oh my God, it is. Fun. So I hadn't gone through this. This is why I'm doing it now. So it allows us to have like almost a more personal experience of competing against each other, knowing that, or when we find a friend, is that 2 with Harry Trades? That wasn't the same one, was it? No, it wasn't. Mats Kollert, captain there. But so it allows us to sort of share a competitive experience with people that we know. That's not necessarily, there's SR Monkey. Ooh, look at us, both of us playing Paradella. Without having to, Brones is there, without having to specifically like set up some sort of like private contest. And it's almost better that you don't have a private contest because you're just kind of at the whim of Sorare putting you in the same one. Shout out to Matsuyama, who's also in this one. Let's see. I got 2 more rares to go. Who else do we have here? But anyway, so it was just this whole experience right here of like, oh, let me see who else I'm competing against and hoping that these other people just have a great game week outside of your arena. I would love this if Tuggy was in this Sanfrecce one, but I don't think, well, I have no idea if he is or not. I don't know if he played it. No. Okay. But you guys were saying this whole like, oh, is fun the most important part? Well, obviously. It's crazy to see how many Armanis. Oh, Cassio's out, so that lineup's dead. See, now we're down to 9. Oh man, that's a golden arena. That sucks for that person. But it's fun just looking through this stuff and being able to have another way of competing. And as I was making all these lineups, I was thinking to myself, I wonder when people are going to start complaining that it's actually too many lineups. Like, oh man, I'm getting notifications because I have so many lineups, and then we're just back to complaining about something that we actually wanted. There's so many more people in limited that obviously there are gonna be more people that I don't know, but I'm just still looking for more people. Oh, Machine Dean, let's go. What lineup is that? Oh, that's Paintsel. That's who that is. Arfston. That's a fun lineup. I think I've seen Nico 6 a couple times. So that was team number 6. I also have no idea like what order these things are in, and I don't know if you can change it. But here we are. And I also wasn't sure if there was late entry this week, because I thought about that. I was like, should I just wait and see if, wait for lineups? But I had a lot of Asia cards and I'm sleeping during then, and I wasn't going to like hold them out to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to make lineups or make arena lineups. Oh, there's Nicola. Let's go. Nicola's part of the Sorare Laird community here. All right. But anyway, but just the whole process of making the lineups. And I don't know if I'm necessarily on the side of cat modes are more skillful, but they certainly take some more skill of figuring out which cards you want to play and which ones that are, low L15s that might work out well. Wilmar Barrios captain. Wow. Shout out to Sam Ty there. That's not Sam's, but just he's a Barrios guy. But the whole exercise of like, should I play arena? And then when you do play arena, you have the exercise of going through the cap part of it. And then you get to see who else you're competing against. And now that, I only have to compete against 9 other people was there a Cassio in there? I thought there was. I guess not. To win some kind of reward. Win a very good reward. Certainly a better reward than I was expecting playing an All-Star. And where is All-Star? I was looking just at the prize pool for All-Star, particularly the star rewards. I don't usually do this, but I went through and was like, oh, are there going to be cards here that I want to win? And the answer was like, I guess. Obviously winning a Messi. Actually, this seems different. This is definitely different because, wow, that's so funny. Okay. Maybe it's not funny. So this star pool for All-Star is different than when I looked previously, because when I looked previously, and I think I shared this in, I don't remember which Discord it was in, but a bunch of the Jupiler cards were there. And like Yari Verscharen was a star. And I was like, are we sure Yari is a star? And that's when I was like, all right, I'm just not playing All-Star. or I'm not going to prioritize it. But if you want to win some summer guys, they're all here. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why Mastantuono is still there, but he shouldn't be there. Like Sam Surridge. And I know he's leading MLS in goals, or he was at some point. There's Kim Ju-sung, my boy. But like Alex Freeman is a star. Ricky Pooch, even though he's not going to play this year or much. So let's see. This was updated today. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the game week. Wait a minute. July. Yeah, this is the current game week. And this was updated 1 hour and 61 minutes after the deadline, which is a bit frustrating. I almost wish I hadn't come upon that. Whatever. I didn't even think that they could do that. Now I'm like really wondering. I mean, obviously they can, but whatever. But anyway, so the reason why I felt like Arena is actually the most important part for all of us kind of OGs is the simple, I can play all my cards. And like I said, do you have to pay a little bit to do it? Yeah, you do. And that was going to be a solution regardless of what we decided or what Sorare we're going to do. When we had fitness and then they took it back, it was basically like, oh yeah, pay to use your cards more. And the way that we all responded to that was like, no, I don't want to do that. And what's funny is that when we look back, the solutions, like the Sorare sustainability solution, is basically to do something like that. Well, yeah, just make us pay like a little bit to use our cards forever. And instead of doing that, they're allowing us to do it by using this in-game liquid that they give us that allows us to use our cards. And again, we're going to have more ways to win Essence. And if you're not just going to, if you're not going to be successful. Sorry, Mike said, so should we applaud Sorare that they've devalued what we consider as a reward? We're now excited to win Essence. I'm not sure I follow, Mike, that they've devalued a reward. I think we should be excited to win Essence. I mean, ultimately, we're going to use Essence to craft cards. So obviously that's the point. But it also allows us to compete in ways like this. This feels like the best way for me to win cards. Genuinely. That I'm competing against 9 other people. Yes, I stake some of my Essence, but this is the same thing as, as paying, so like the football.fun solution is you buy your shares of a player and you have to buy basically like contracts to play them in their fantasy game. And that's what we're doing here. The Essence payout, the Essence is the contract. And so we spend 100 Essence each game week to make a lineup with the possibility of winning 5x that in a regular arena. And eventually we can use that to craft cards. This is how this is, and you're doing this without winning tier 5s and tier 4s in All-Star after beating 4,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people. Did I even enter All-Star? Limited All-Star? I did. 15,000 people. Let's see how many people win. So 225. What I say of 15,000? Let's do some math. So to guarantee a $5 market credit, 15,778, you got to finish in the top 1.4%. That doesn't seem great to me when I could just spend 10 Essence and win some more Essence. But wait, top 5% gets a 50% chance, 30% chance at 50% market credits, up to $5. Yippee said, Capped Arena feels very competitive with all percentage and 250 essence entry. Capped Arena feels very competitive. Uncapped Arena feels very competitive. We'll see. We'll see what uncapped arenas look like. Remember, there will never be more than 9 people in a competition. Dobsy said, I think a big thing about Arena is that you can use your cards from all over the globe in one lineup without having to beat thousands of people just for a box. That's it right there. Make your crazy all-star lineups and have to beat 9 people. You really only have to beat 7. Pico, what's up? JPS said, if you can get the balance right, you should be able to win arenas to enter more arenas and craft cards, in which case it's amazing. So again, not everybody's going to win here. Meaning, we're not going to, not everybody can end up with more essence than we started with, because essence is like zero sum. Obviously, Sorare keeps making essence, but basically from the arena, we're not all going to be able to go in and come out. But that's kind of the way that all games work. So if you are somebody, yes, who can win essence, or excuse me, have enough essence to enter the arenas and win enough essence to craft cards, that feels more enjoyable to me as a game mechanism, because you're probably obviously the more you enter, the more possibilities you have to win. And so if I finish first in this golden, what did I say? Paid 1,500. Yeah. That pays for all of my arena entries this week. Now, granted that not everybody's guaranteed to be in a golden one, like I had with the, with limited, and there's no guarantee I win any of them. But if you're somebody who ends up being good at the arena, and I think there is a skill to making capped lineups as best you can, and then you're kind of at the mercy of, you're playing against the 9 other people, and there's some luck in there. Some people just throw in junk lineups for some reason, or they get a DNP and you don't have one. But I think that is a very effective game loop, I guess I would say, of just making your SO5 lineup, using some essence to enter it, and hopefully winning essence and snowballing that until you have enough essence where you want to craft a card. Sorry, Mike. Spend 100 essence, not 10. I keep getting them. I forget about the conversion. We can see the uncapped for next weekend. Let's go. Let's try. Arena uncapped. I'm actually not sure I want to play uncapped arena. So let's see what we got here. 250 to enter. I'm just going to go to rare because I feel more comfortable in rare myself. It should be the same though. So 250 to enter 1250, first place. 250 to win 600 in second. Enter 250 to win 400 for third. And then the XP is the same, 1,000 for fourth and 500 for fifth. And I assume this is all the same, meaning for super rare is 250. Yep. Unique, which I obviously don't play, and limited. And then if you have a golden arena, which is 5% in, is it 5% for all? Oh, wow. It is. You can win 3,750. So if you get into the golden arena, you can turn 250 essence into 3,750. which is obviously enough to craft 3 cards, but is also supposedly enough to craft at least 1 card and do the little spinner thing possibly twice. We don't know how that works yet because the factory is closed. Now, obviously, 250 essence is 2.5 times what we have to enter for right now, but you get to play whoever you want. I assume that this one is the same. Yeah, 100. And so the idea is that Dobsy said, surely the uncapped are just going to be like the full of 5-man classic Bayerns. It could be. Yeah, right, during the season, not next weekend. Yeah, it could be. But I would almost say if you're somebody who has, like, is that better? Yeah, I mean, I think the arena, and maybe I'm wrong about this in terms of uncapped arenas, and that this amount of essence is enough to get people to say like, oh yeah, no, I'm definitely going to do that. But it almost feels like if you have that, like a super stack like Bayern, you would be better off playing it in champ. And like Kimmich should be in season Bundesliga, for example. I mean, you'll certainly see Bayern stacks, don't get me wrong. But sometimes those Bayern stacks early in the season lose to a Daegu stack. Who knows? I am excited about the possibility of sorry, I'm like stuttering. The possibility of specialized arenas, for example, Bundesliga. And I feel like the more of those they offer, the more we'll be able to compete in a more controlled environment if we want to. As you said before, I think it was Dobsy, it's great that we can enter, lineups of players from all over the world. And yeah, that's a lot of the reason why we joined the game back when we did, this idea of, oh, I can play somebody from everywhere. But there are other people who don't want to do that and like teach their own. And in fact, there are plenty of people who want to do that, who want a more controlled, like league specific one, which is why we have the single league competitions now, because more people want to play that stuff. And the more that we get those, I don't know if Sorare will introduce those kind of as one-offs. Oh, this week it's going to be the Bundesliga arena special, and maybe that's the week that Bayern played Dortmund, and so Der Klassiker kind of levels the playing field for everyone else, or El Clasico for La Liga, and they'll have La Liga ones. And as I've said before, the possibilities are endless of what they could do here. And I think the more that arena becomes part of the standard gameplay on Sorare, the more people will get used to playing against a smaller number of people. And it's one of the things I talked about on a show I did a couple weeks ago about, like, is Sorare becoming DFS? But arenas are basically cash games. And for those of you who play poker, like, it's the same concept. You're not, the stakes, the top prize stakes are not as high, but you also don't have to compete against literally thousands of people. And there's a comfort in that for a lot of people. Daegu won't be at the top of leaderboards this year, I think. I mean, never know. JPS said Arena SO5 versus Champ SO7. So it could be an edge for Arena if you only have 5 classics to play. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, it all depends on your gallery, like everything. Which Sorare staff member level of excited are you? Oh, that's a great question. I wish I knew like how excited everyone individually was. Like, I think Erwan seems very excited, like legitimately excited. Momo's pretty excited too. Tolga, I can't tell if Tolga was more or less excited than the other guys. I feel like the way that he described things was not more serious, because that's not really what I meant. But I could feel Erwan's excitement. But maybe he's just a very happy person. Like I know he's just generally a very positive person in life. So maybe that's just all it comes out. I mean, sure, they all are. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm Nico level excited because I assume he's always just extremely excited about things. But anyway, so the more that we start spending money on new in-season cards and all that, and I will say that I think Arena is much more important for older users than newer ones because the newer users just tend not to have so many cards. So they don't have the issue that we all have been dealing with over the last year of what am I supposed to do with all these cards? And when they tell us like, oh, seal them. And it's like, all right, but like, what about the good ones? And they're like, oh, well, you use that in season. You're like, all right, they're not that good. So what would I do with my other ones? And they're like, well, it's SO7. And you're like, okay, I've made my 2 lineups or 4 lineups, excuse me. What do I do now? I still have 50 cards left. And Arena really does enter that, or it really does answer that. And it's going to be the key to people having fun in Sorare 26. Genuinely, like I think that's the most important thing. That the excitement from Arena and the feeling of winning more often is what will keep people engaged with their classic cards and will give them the thought of, oh, now I've crafted an in-season card. Maybe I should go buy some. Tolga was technical and clinical. I like that. That's a nice description. I haven't bought any of these in-season cards. I don't plan on playing in-season Jupiler. Oh, there's a Jashari. Surely this is Pranksy buying this one. Oh, wait, is this the 2 of? Oh, so yeah, look at that. Nailed it. Pranksy's a Bruges guy, though. But yeah, I mean, if Jupiler is your league, then, it's time to go. We got 19 uniques on the market. Yippee Kai said about poker, Arena is like sit and go, All Stars like MTT. I have no idea what any of those things mean, but I'll take your word for it. Got a Yari unique. They've really leaned into the uniques being purple now. Like this feels right for Yari because Anderlecht are purple. $2,000 for Joel Ordonez. Surely this is Pranksy too. Yeah. I don't know anything about Joel Ordonez, though. I don't know anything about Bruges other than Hans Van Aken plays there. But I actually wonder if Pranksy played much Arena. Oop. Spelled it wrong, but still got me. For those of you who don't know this, that you can see other people's lineups, this is how you do it. You go to their page, then you hit See Pro History, which doesn't really make sense, but bear with me. And then it pulls up their lineups. So is there a way that we can tell what is Arena and what is not? Second team. So this is unique something or other. Am I missing something here? Oh, wait. This says 51. So clearly that's not Arena. Looks like no Arena lineups. Oh, we're still loading. I guess we could do it by the entry numbers, right? God Squad. Love the name of that. Here's some more classic. Same thing. It is funny to see is that the end? So no Arena for Pranksy. Everyone was saying PSU fans too played, so let's see how many he did. Okay. Get the in-season limiteds in. Why not? I assume they're just on the bottom. Remember when you could tell entries easily via your special SD access? I do remember that. Come on. Can we not see arena lineups for other people like this? Or did I skip through them? This has 10 people in it. Is this a arena? It is. Here we go. Oh, this is the one with Mickey. There's PSU, Nanzo. Oh, same one. Same. Oh, obviously. Okay, so there's one. Oh my goodness. Can I any sort available here? Filters. If anybody at Sorare is watching this, I would love the ability to add a filter here by scarcity or competition, so I could like just see one person's arena lineups, for example. It would be lovely, because this I have a very similar lineup here. Is this All Star? Must be. Yeah, it is. Muslera, Santos, Douglas Santos, Carlos Hill, Messi, and Evander. Love it. Such a Sean Newsham lineup. Anyway, so like these are all the super rare ones. This one, maybe he only did one super rare arena. I didn't notice any in rare. Oh wait, here's one in rare. Aria, I don't know. This looks like a throwaway lineup for Sean. Oh, Yippee Ki This is the one you're in. Oh, and Nanzo. Oof. GG's. Please don't. I had a feeling that was going to reload. Whatever. Seems like a lifetime ago already. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I agree. Anyway, the social aspect of arenas is like unquestioned, meaning, hey, let me see. Actually, was there a way to do it, like to follow your friends in a competition, or you had to be in the competition to see them? I think that's what it was. Like I think I can see all of the people I follow in All Star. Where the hell are my All Star lineups? Here we go. Here's one. Isn't there a view leaderboard like friends only or something like that? View full leaderboard, friends only. Here we go. Quinny. Yeah, this isn't very exciting though. That's not really what I wanted to do. Whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where that is on the priority list for Sorare. But it's there. Meaning like it's the possibility is there to be able to do some really cool social stuff like that. And like I said, I don't know where we are with it. We'll see. Yeah. And I think this stuff is going to be fun. And as we've talked about, being able to have fun on the platform is just so important now, because you don't want everybody just thinking about ROI. Now, it's the easiest way to know if you're doing well on the platform, but that doesn't mean it can't be the focus. It can't be the primary focus or the primary or secondary, because not enough people are going to win. That having money be the main thing that we focus on, not enough people can stick around for a game like that, I don't think. Speaking of money, if anybody is watching this back and would like to join the Sorare with Laird Patreon community, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird, as little as $5 a month, to make sure that all of the live streams that I do are delivered to you right on time. Somebody in my Discord asked if this stream would be available as soon as it ends to everybody. And I said, no, it's available as it happens. So yeah, that's it. But it was fun making that many lineups. I don't know if I'll be able to, obviously, depending on how I do this weekend, maybe I won't be so interested in lighting 1,000 essence on fire. Sorry, I was looking at this new tweet from Sorare saying some guy was announced, Carlos Forbes signed, and now he's available on Sorare already. This is why we have early access right here. So this guy's signed, transferred today, already available on Sorare 26. Look at that. Look at that. Do we need an arena tracker Discord channel? What does this mean, JPS? Like, just to tell people that we're in arenas together? I was wondering about the accounting of, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, great. Yeah. I'm not sure about the accounting of arena, meaning if I want to do it or not. Do I want to look at all of my arena line? Like, I spent 1,000 essence this game week. Do I want to keep track? I guess I should. I don't know what happens if I ultimately am not any good at arena and I have all this essence, although I guess I would have lost all of my essence. So maybe that's the way to know. But I wonder if people will start doing like arena essence tracking. How much essence did I spend? I mean, obviously I'm going to end up doing it. Let's just do it right now. Docs or Sheets, Google Sheets. I don't know why I have to log in. I'm already logged in all the time. Let's do, so I have a Sorare spreadsheet. Sorry, I didn't think I was doing spreadsheet content today, but here we are. So this is what I used to track for in-season challenger and stuff like that. I haven't done it in a while, but let's make a new one. Sorare 26 Essence. Now, technically this game week doesn't count. But we can do game because I haven't, it's not technically Sorare 26 yet. Limited essence spent, limited essence won, and we'll just do it for rare and super rare also. Super rare. See, this is spreadsheet content at its best. We'll just wrap a little bit. I'm a center alignment kind of guy, and I don't even know what game week number this is. 96. Let's do it. 97, 9. And since we're going to be playing Arena forever, I'm just going to go all the way down to game week 161 because why not? Format it a little bit. And so we spent 1,000 essence in both. Oh, and 100 in super rare. And we'll see. Who knows? There you go. This is the content that you guys were coming for. Please like and subscribe. JP said, more who from the communities in arenas, are they against each other's members? Then we can all check to see how people are doing in their arenas. I would love Sorare to do that for Sorare to do it. But you know what? JPS, love the idea. I'm going to do it right now. Sorare football arena. And I'm going to do, is there like an essence emoji somewhere? I just searched essence. There isn't anything there. Capsule? No. Science. There we go. We're in JPS. Sorry, you guys can't see that. I guess I could show you my screen. But if you're a Sorare with Laird community member in Discord, it's there. You can see it right now. Not even in the SO5 chat one. But yeah, let's go. You guys got anything else on this Friday? Mike said, is this going to be like the Challenger spreadsheet where you get depressed at how little you return? It is totally possible, Mike. That's the beauty of the content. We just don't know yet. Follow along to see how I do. It's like a road to glory, but I started with a big balance and we're watching it go the opposite way. I forget what you guys used to call that. Road to, I mean, surely it was something inappropriate, but I don't know what it was. Fraxy said, only me playing the Midtjylland boys in Arena this game week. No, all of us. Glory to road. It's simple, as simple as that, huh? So stop me if you've, actually, let me make myself big here. Stop me if you've heard this before. But all I need this game week is Midtjylland and River Plate to win to 0. And we are cooking. I have, let's see. So we've got Franco Armani and Paulo Diaz here. This is super rare contender. So yeah, there's that. And then I have Armani in 3 in-season limited lineups. See, even the depressing reward openings have been devalued. We've come from Chris Brady sadness to XP winning sadness. It's like watching someone win the lottery and blow it all. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Anyway, so I have Jonas Lasso and Lehan Bum here in All-Star Super Rare. Yes, All-Star Super Rare. Okay. And then here's the arena. So Lasso, Madsbeck, Dario Osario, excuse me. And then I have Simsir in this one. I'm just looking for River Plate or, don't do that. River Plate or Midtjylland. Simsir and Lehan Bum here. Victor back here. Back in this one as well. There's Armani. None in these. How about that? Oh, no, there's Marcus Acuna. It's actually not as many as I thought. Oh, wait, here's Lasso and Lehan Bum again. There's Marcos Acuna. Then this is 4 River Plate, but it looks like 5, but LGP plays for someone now. What does he play for? Estudiantes, right. Here's Osorio, Lasso, Lehan Bum, and Mbabu with Messi. I mean, is this the most so rare combination? Not ever, but like that. This is so rare right here. Lionel Messi limited and Kevin Mbabu super rare. We got Lasso here. Dooland is back, maybe. Lasso back, Bravo, Simsir, and Juan Brunetta, because why not? There's Montiel with Cecilia and Key. Neymar and Mikel Dooland. And then a little Racing defensive back line. There's Madsbeck, and then Armani and Diaz again, and Montiel. And Franco. Oh my God, it's a lot. So yeah, all I need is just River Plate and Midtjylland with a sprinkling of Racing and Lionel Messi, and we're cooking. I chose to play Messi in Arena over MLS Classic. That's where my priorities went this week. But maybe he doesn't even travel to New Jersey to play. I don't know. So yeah, you guys got anything else? I got time for a little bit more, but just a little bit. I got places to go, people to see, things to do, steps to take, sun to feel. I'll be honest that I have been soon Messi in in-season MLS. I'm not going to play in-season MLS, in rare at least. I play them in limited. But yes, you're right. I will play. Like I made 3. I'm only in Division 2. I got relegated twice last game week, I think. But yeah, one of these would surely have Messi. I'm going for streak number 2. Hated all my lineups. Everybody was away, it felt like. I have 3 in-season goalies, and I had Celentano away to RSL, Daniel away to Seattle, and Gallese away to New England. But yeah, maybe I was gonna say maybe I'll feel differently about Arena when streaks show up, but I'm not even sure what in-season ones I'm gonna do yet. I think I'm gonna do League On, but I might not early on, and so I'll just have to keep waiting, and I'll just do more Arena. Something like that. I don't know. But what I was going to say before, when I streamed with Quinny the other day, I think that was last week, I commented to him that he looks so like tan and healthy. And I was like, man, I'm not nearly as tan as Quinny, and he lives in Scotland. So I need to get outside more. Hi Fish says, has your stance on League On for hot streaks changed, or any of your strats you were going for? Nothing has changed. The only thing that got me thinking was buying more contender, like doing in-season contender. But I'm not sure if, like, I imagine buying more River Plate seems really dumb. I've done dumber, but it seems dumb to do it. And I guess I could buy, let's see what, I don't know what, hold on. So my in-season Racing collection is what I've been trying to win money on. So it's at 5%. So I don't really need to buy any from Sorare unless I use market credits. So like, what does a new Arias cost? Gabriel Arias, sorry. I should just search Racing. Yeah, like $68. I don't want to spend that. 89. Sosa. 90. Jeez. Yeah, see, like, I don't want to spend this much money, but I don't know. But Contender is the only other one I considered in terms of like, because of the special. Like, I don't think I'm going to buy Jupiler. I'm not going to buy Eredivisie. And I don't know if I have enough time. I mean, I probably do. So hi Fish, the answer is I don't know. And I just want to say, thank you for joining the community and the Patreon. But it was funny when I saw you join, I saw this hi Fish, and I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, but it made me think of this guy, Kai Clefish, who I won 2 years ago, but I won a jersey mint and I've held on to this card. And I just wanted you to know that I thought of this guy when you joined and I saw your name. I bought 3% Racing for 140 euros 2 weeks ago after credits. Like, I don't even need, I guess with the, like if I just went heavier, like I have 3 Almendras. Please don't judge me. I mean, you can judge me all you want, but. So what is this? Am I going to lose my search? Oh, no, I'm not. Let's go. Oh, that was on the Almendra. So I have 2 Almendras. I actually have 3. I bought one early on. I thought I had 3 in-season ones. I was sure I did. Hold on. Maybe I don't. I guess I don't. I bought the one of and the jersey mint. I don't know why. But yeah, I have Basso, who's finally starting to play well. I have Martirena and Sosa. Where'd Sosa go? Here he is. So technically I could play, like I need another Arias. Or dare I play Armani? Do I get an in-season Armani so I could have the 17th Armani of What's an in-season Armani cost? $60 after my credit. So $100 for Armani. That seems unnecessary. And not that I have to get Argentina. I just thought they'd be cheaper, but they don't seem to be. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But so the answer to the question, Contender's the only other in-season one I've considered because I love Contender. If I was going to say if Necaxa had cards, I would do it, but it's really just for Pallavicino and Paradella, who's gone. So I don't know if I would do that now that I tried to speak it into existence. So yeah. Good question. Good question. I love Contender 2 now because of the lack of Champ. Yeah, I miss Champ already. Yeah, I wish we could do that. And the other great thing about Arena is that you can just wash your Contender essence in there. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? All right, that's all I got today. Thank you to everybody for coming. Oh, wait, still no interest in Challenger, though. Seems like a lot of high scores for streaks. There is no Challenger, though. Right? Oh, no, there is Challenger. There's no Eredivisie. And no, I haven't. It's certain Midtjylland sure as hell aren't going to get good scores for streaks. And I assume that like the Portuguese teams will be expensive. Turkey, I don't know. I guess I'll see the prices, but I don't have a lot of success in the Turkish Super League or Superliga or Premier League in Portugal. And I can't buy any more Midtjylland cards. I really can't. So yeah, not much interest in Challenger. And maybe that's because I didn't have much success last season, and of the players that I did have success with last season, they're not in Challenger anymore. Like they're Eredivisie or Jupiler. And so, yeah, I think I'll stay away, at least at the beginning. The nice thing about streaks is that you can start at any point during the season. Being behind on XP for streaks doesn't matter because it doesn't, like, obviously having more XP means that you score more. And so it's more helpful in the streaks, but it's not like if I'm only considering that and not the leaderboard, then getting ahead of other people doesn't matter. It's just a number. But maybe I'll feel differently. I don't know. But anyway, I'm off. So thank you to everybody for coming. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. Special thanks to everyone who was here live because, like I said, 17 times it feels like already. It means you are members of the Sorare with Laird Patreon. And I thank you for that. Big time. Thank you. And if you are watching this back or listening back and would like to support all of the content I do, whether it is for Sorare, if you're 69 minutes into a Sorare stream, then I imagine you aren't necessarily thinking like, man, I would pay for more MFL content. But you can do that. You can do that by going to patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird and becoming a member. I believe, let me check here, but I want to say that there are more people in now than ever. And now that I say that, I'm like, it's probably not true, but hold on. Let's see. There are by one. And so there are plenty of you who are also on the free plan on Patreon, meaning you're part of the free membership. But to get all of these live streams, you do have to be a supporting member. And like I said, as little as $5 a month does that. So thank you to everybody for coming. Happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend. And please make sure that no matter what you do this weekend, some of it is outside.